Hi everyone, William here with the 9th development update video for Manifold Garden. It's currently December 2017. Back in January, I had really hoped to get the game out this year. Unfortunately, there were a lot of little things that came up, and as you can see, the game still hasn't released. Right now, I'm looking at sometime in early 2018. I'll make a formal announcement once all the details are in place. In the last episode, I had discussed various design problems that the game had, as well as some of my proposed solutions. I've implemented the changes, at least in the early sections of the game, and it's definitely been an improvement. One of the key issues was that some of the progression mechanics were kind of hidden and not very obvious. This is because they were originally designed as optional secret areas. Over time, though, they started to play a more major role in the game and became really important to player progression. However, their presentation was still very much based on their original intention, so a lot of players missed them. In the latest iteration, these elements are introduced much earlier and in a more guided fashion. Players still have the choice of whether to pursue them or not, but at least they're not unintentionally missing them. I've brought on board a few artists part-time to help me with polishing up the visuals for Manifold Garden. We've been improving the designs of several key elements and adding animation. In the past, a lot of the things that the players had to activate would just remain static but have a laser pop into place. Now there's actually some movement leading up to the action. We've also added several different types of doors. There used to be just one door in the entire game. It didn't matter if you were going into another level, another room, different kinds of rooms. It was always the same door. And this caused several problems. It would get boring very quickly, and it was also hard for players to orient themselves. They couldn't tell if this was a door that they just came from or if this is one that they're trying to get to. We've been experimenting with several different designs. So now there is one type of door that's taking you to other rooms in the same level. And there's another type of door when you're entering a new level. And finally, there are doors that lead to specific areas that are important for gameplay reasons. For tech, I've been continuing to work on bug fixing and optimization. In terms of gameplay, I haven't added anything new, just been focusing on making the game more stable. I'm continuing to improve the saving and loading system, lots of small bugs there. We've also started to once again tackle the console version of the game. We finally added photography mode back in. It looks really sweet. The core elements of the UI are now in place. So far, it's pretty basic. We only have one experimental shader effect that the player can play with. It looks really neat, especially in orthographic mode. I'd love to add a few more effects, but that will have to depend on how much time remains after everything else is done. We've also started to work on sound design. Unfortunately, there's not much that I can say about that for now, but hopefully I will have some news on this soon. My main focus continues to be level design. I'm currently doing some major surgery in several key areas. I'm trying to get all these major changes completed by the end of this month. One thing I'm also going to start doing on Twitch a little closer to release is a series where I go through all the systems in the game in detail and explain how they work. So the world wrapping, the shaders, level loading, etc. I'll be going through the code, showing how things are set up in Unity. I'll have more detail on this series in the next video. That's it for this time. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback in the comments. You can add the game to your wish list on Steam, and as always, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch.